Welcome back to another video, Chelsea fans. Welcome to AJ Football Reactions. My name is Safety AJFR. Here we go. I have two top stories for you guys that came out couple of hours ago, and they're very important. And this is coming this evening. As at the time I'm recording this video, this news came past 6. Okay. By calculation is 2 hours plus, and it's very interesting that this is coming out from Chelsea. Now, for you to know, we have a few more days to the transfer window. Yeah, we have a few more days. Alonso will be unveiled July 1st, and the transfer window has been opened since on the 15th of June, but some clubs have been doing their transfer on the ground. And as Alonso is coming, things are beginning to heat up. Now, the two updates that I have is this very important transfer they said Alonso have actually involved himself into. And the second story is about the owners overlooking one of our own that was expected to fill a boot or on the shoe when he was needed. Stay glued to the video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Now, this is about Palestra, the Atalanta defender. He won the best defender in Serie A for the concluded season. Let's get into it. Can I pronounce that name right? Palestra intrigued as Xabi Alonso demands Chelsea battle with Inter. Now, this is coming from Football Italia. Yeah, it's a very reputable source. And let's get into a reporter growing in Italy and England, a new head coach. Xabi Alonso is determined to get Atalanta's Marco Palestra as Inter raced against time to get a deal done before he changes his mind. Now, I think last week, Chelsea was they not show too much interest in the deal. That was why, because though Palestra said himself that he wants to go to Inter, he wants the challenge. And the situation has taken a very sudden twist this evening, as it was assumed that Inter were down to the final details with both Atalanta and the player. Now, the transfer fee would be 45 million euros plus a further 5 million in add-ons. While today they made a formal presentation to Palestra agent Alejandro Lucic of personal terms. Now, all that remained was to figure out the precise nature of the add-ons and sell-on clauses. Now, Chelsea is putting up a fight for Palestra. However, all of a sudden, the Athletic and then Sky Sport Italian Sky Sport announced that it was far from over because Chelsea were throwing themselves back into the race. It will not be an issue for the Premier League side to blow Inter's offer out of the water, both in terms of the fee and wages. So the real issue is whether or not Palestra wants to stick with his original plan. Now, coming into this deal, £45 million is not a problem for Chelsea to sign a quality player, defender, right back like this. And even his wages, I know Chelsea can do better than Inter Milan. Inter Milan is just like the Bayern Munich of Germany. Every player wants to leave whatever club that they are. They believe playing for Juventus or Inter Milan and AC Milan is the real deal. And based on the recent years, Inter Milan has won the Scudetto, won the league multiple times. Every player, the attention is now Inter Milan rather than Juventus. So, and that was why he said from the beginning that he would like to join Inter. That was why Chelsea did not want to, pursue a transfer before, because of his own desire in the first place. Now, a decision could be made over the next few hours. As if Chelsea managed to convince the Italy international, then he could turn towards Stamford Bridge. So if Chelsea could talk to Palestra, convince him, because he's someone who said he wants to remain in Italy and play for Inter Milan. So if he can change his decision, or he can be convinced to do so, he would definitely want to go for it. And now, Sky Sport Italia claims Xabi Alonso is personally responsible for the change in attitude. I hope you get that right. This change of mind now Xabi Alonso is the cause. That was what Sky Sport Italia is saying. Said Xabi Alonso is personally responsible for the change in attitude and has ordered Chelsea to go all in for Palestra, seeing the right back as a key figure for his new squad. That's a very good one. And that's how a manager behaves and the manager does. Because Mourinho will come for you. You feel like this is a gaffer. I want him to coach me. I want to play under him. Look at the managers that Xabi Alonso himself was coached by. The likes of Vicente Bosque of Spain. We have Mourinho, we have Benitez, we have Ancelotti, we have Pep Guardiola. These are top coaches, and it's not something that comes by every now and then for player to play under all these coaches. No, even one is a prayer point for some players. So I think Chelsea will go all in, as Xabi Alonso said. Chelsea should go all in for this deal. I believe the wages is not a problem, and at the same time the salary restructure isn't the problem. Now, the second update is talking about one of our own, as you might have already guessed. It's not that person than John Terry. John Terry said something in an interview. We all know he's probably in this World Cup, one of this channel trying to talk about World Cup, and he said this: nobody more qualified. John Terry blast Chelsea for borderline offensive interim managers now. I want to quickly read some things to you, and I'm going to give some candid opinion to you guys. You should hold on to this thing I'm about to tell you. If you have not subscribed, hit the like button and subscribe right now. Now, listen now. Former Chelsea captain John Terry has expressed his immense frustration after being overlooked for the interim manager role at Stamford Bridge twice last season. Speaking out about the club's decision to appoint inexperienced academy coach Callum McFarlane, Terry insists that no one at the club possessed better qualifications or a deeper connection to the team. This is 100% correct. We're getting somewhere. Now, the snub and the stats. Let's quickly look into that. Appearing on the Sky Sports uncensored show, I think that's the show, John Terry made this comment, which has now become a news. So, appearing on the Sky Sports uncensored show, Terry revealed his disappointment regarding the managerial decision made by Chelsea, having made 717 appearances and scored 67 goals. As the club's historic captain, Terry felt uniquely suited for the job. Now, when Enzo Maresca and Leon Rosino were dismissed, Chelsea chose academy coach Callum McFarlane as interim manager. Piers Morgan labelled the decision to overlook Terry as borderline offensive. Defending his own credentials, Terry stated, "But when an opportunity comes up and a manager leaves the football club and Chelsea are looking for an interim manager, there was no one in the buildings, the academy building or the first team building, that was more qualified than me in terms of their qualifications." Now, we're getting to the last part here. A legendary connection to Stamford Bridge. Terry stressed that his deep-rooted connection to Chelsea should have been a significant factor. His playing career at Stamford Bridge yielded an incredible haul of silverware, including 1 Champions League, 5 Premier League, 1 Europa League, 5 FA Cups, and 4 League Cups. Very successful. Despite acknowledging he is not ready for the permanent position, the former defender felt he could have provided what the supporters needed during a turbulent period. He added, more importantly, and above all that, whether it was for 1 game or 2 games, there was no one more Chelsea than me. And again, touching the supporters, giving the supporters what they wanted at a specific time. Now, the hard work behind the scenes. I will not want to go much, not to waste your time. I quickly want to touch something there. Now, when Enzo Maresca left in January, Terry was already at the academy trying to groom Chelsea academy players. He was there. He was snubbed. Were you surprised? Was anybody surprised? If you are surprised, drop it in the comment section. Let me know. No. Secondly, it was when they brought Liam Rosinha in January and he got sacked thereafter without, I think it was like, how many games? Was it 15? Or I can't remember the games. He was sacked again. McFarlane was brought back for the second time. And Terry was in Chelsea. Now let me tell you guys. You guys will see it this way. If when the new board, the Blue Coat came in, if they could do away with Peter Cech as a sporting director and our mama, our lady, I think it's also the sporting director, Peter Cech was the advisor, technical advisor, yeah, something like that. So do away with everything that has to do with Abramovich staff. Now, tell me a football club without his former player in a capacity to be managing the club. What I mean is, your player, your legend that have retired, putting them in some certain capacities, it takes the club to a different level. But Chelsea do away with every legend at the club. And there was a reason. They left and they never looked back. I believe if they are given opportunity to give speech, to talk today, they will say few things that we don't know that made them to live in such a manner. So Terry should not be surprised if they can do away with Peter Cech and the rest players. For the 4 years they've been using at Chelsea, they've never looked at any Chelsea legend or anybody who has ever played for Chelsea. That's why they can put so many people as sporting director that have not even, I'm not sure they've played the game. They are just business people. They've not played the game. That's why they are making all these terrible decisions. Terry should not be surprised. I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. Because if Peter Cech were here, Granovskaya were here, and many others that were probably in those boardrooms that they let go, if they were here, Chelsea would not be in a mess. Trying to build for 4 years. We've been building for 4 years. Chelsea have been to Champions League once in 4 years. Only once in 4 years. That's a terrible thing. It's not Chelsea alone that is building. So Terry should not be surprised for the overlooking. Because these people made that statement very, very clear and very, very good from day one. Man, you knew what they were doing when they gave the interim to Carrick. These people will not try that. Blue Coat will not do it. They just forget it. I know they will not do it. And Carrick was available, was reachable for them. That was why they called on to him. And look at what he did from Man U, from 15th to 3rd. If Terry was there as an interim, he is not qualified like he said. Terry can even be a full-time manager. Kaloma Fanum has not coached in the dugout for once. And these people overlook Terry. And wait for McFarlane. Were you surprised? I'm not surprised. Anyway, that's about that. I feel the pain. And also, some fans have already talked about this. These people are business people. It's just simple as that. So I'll see you in my next video. I have more updates coming. I'm going to drop another video in a couple of hours. Do it to hit the like and also subscribe so that you can be notified. Let's grow this channel. Let's grow this community. As we grow together, I improve also. I do better and I give you top-notch and better news. Up here, we're about to enter the transfer video hot. It's going to start in a few days time. I'm going to be dropping videos on a daily basis every day. So do it to subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you.